Good morning and happy Tuesday. This is Dr. Yonnette coming to you with another episode of Baby Talk. And today we want to focus on your baby sleep cycle. How is your baby doing? Have you been sleeping? I know with newborns, mothers and fathers always struggle to get enough sleep time. So as your baby is growing, how much sleep are you getting? As a matter of fact, how much sleep is your baby getting? That's what I want to talk about this morning. And first, I want to address ways of setting your baby up for safe sleeping. Today, we're focusing on information from the CDC. And so let's get started. Now, there are lots and lots of babies who die from sleep-related deaths. As a matter of fact, in the U.S., about 3,400 babies die from sleep-related deaths. And that's heartbreaking. After you've carried your baby for 9 to 10 months, and then your baby ends up dying just from sleep, you know, the way we position him or her to sleep. So here are a few things that you need to consider when you want to put your baby in a situation where he or she is safe while sleeping. You want to place your baby on the back. Put your baby on his or her back for all, I say all sleep times. That means nap time and night time. Even if your baby can sit up, even if your baby spits up during his sleep, it's better to put your baby on his or her back. You want to make sure that the bed that you're using is firm and flat. No incline, you know, such as a mattress that is nice and fitted for the crib. You want to make sure it's covered by a flat sheet. No dangling sheets or inclined surfaces. You're keeping your baby in a position or in an area where it is safe. For example, you want to keep your baby in your room where you sleep until your baby is at least 6 months old. Not on your bed, in their crib or in their bassinet, right there in your room until your baby is about 6 months old. And then you also want to keep soft beddings and blankets and pillows and bumper pads and toys out of your baby sleep area. None of that should be in the crib or the bassinet where you put your baby to sleep. So let's talk now about how much sleep time you should have, your baby should have, and school-age children should have. So for newborns, 0 to 3 months old, it is recommended by the National Sleep Foundation that your child gets 14 to 17 hours of sleep each day. 14 to 17 hours of sleep each day. If your baby is an infant, from 4 months to 12 months old, your baby should be getting 12 to 16 hours of sleep per day. And that includes the naps, okay? So now for the toddlers who are between the ages of 1 to 2 years old, we are looking at 11 to 14 hours a day of rest or sleep, including naps. And so all these that I'm going to be sharing with you would include naps. And then for preschoolers 3 to 5 years old, we're looking to make sure that he or she is getting 10 to 13 hours of sleep. And then when we get to the school age children between 6 to 12 years old, you want to ensure that your child is getting 9 to 12 hours of sleep per day. And you moms and dads should be getting at least 7 hours or more sleep at night. 7 or more hours of sleep at night. Okay, so here you have it for the hours. Now reflect again, reflect, write in your journal. Let me know how many hours. Look and see how your child is doing so that you can ensure that the child is getting enough rest so he can grow well. Now, here are a few tips for better sleep. Good sleep habits, good sleep hygiene can help you get a good night's rest. And to have good sleep hygiene, you want to be consistent. Go to bed, put your child to bed at the same time each nap time and each night time. So you have that routine or that cycle. Make sure that your bedroom is quiet, it is dark, it is relaxing, and it's at a comfortable temperature. And this is for both you and baby. And oh, please do this, because a lot of us are guilty of having electronic devices such as TVs and computers and smartphones right there in our bedroom with that blue light just beaming out and disrupting our sleep. Move them away, remove them from your bedroom, cover them if you can't move them, cover them with a sheet or a blanket so that there's no light coming in and affecting your rest. You want to avoid, try not to feed your baby these large meals, or you yourself try not to eat these large meals or drink caffeine or alcohol before bedtime so that you can get the sleep you need. And then get some exercise. You know, exercise really helps to organize you and give you that kind of burst of energy as you work out, so that when you lie down to sleep, your muscles are relaxed, your body is relaxed. So if you want to get your child into moving just before bedtime, you know, you bathe him or her, you exercise the limbs, and then you get him or her ready for bed. That would be awesome. So what can you do if you can't go to sleep? You're having a difficult time going to sleep, putting baby to sleep. You know, for us, a lot of times if we had a situation where our son was not going to sleep, and this is anecdotal, but I'm sure a lot of parents have benefited from doing this. You take him for a drive in the car. That motion that you go through when you're in the car really helps. It helps with relaxing the child and helping him or her to sleep. Another thing that I did was to put him in the stroller and stroll him or push him back and forth throughout the house while I sang nursery rhymes. So you can do that. Sing to your baby, or you can hold him right there on your chest, on your shoulder, while you sing to him and soothe him. Another thing you can do is take him outside for a walk. The fresh air and the breeze blowing in his face kind of is so helpful in calming and helping him to go to sleep. Another thing that I found that to be very helpful is that let's move over now to moms and dads to help you with what to do when you can't fall asleep. Now, you want to include these in your activities. One, you want to create a sleep diary. Again, the journaling, you're journaling for baby. You can throw in a couple of experiences that you have had for yourself. So you want to include these in your journal. The time when you go to bed, the time when you go to sleep. I mean, this might be a little tricky, but you can have an idea as to when you fell off. The time when you woke up, the time when you get out of bed, the naps that you take, the exercise you do, the whether or not you drank alcohol or caffeinated drinks. And then you're going to use the journaling that you have done to help you process what is actually happening and how you can control your sleep or increase the number of hours you are having in regards to sleep. So today we are talking about sleep in the baby, and of course I am sharing with you the sleep for parents, because you always, I would say, have to take care of yourself if you are going to take care of baby. So parents, you should be having at least 7 hours of sleep. Babies, depending on what stage or what month of development they are, should be having at least 14 to 17 hours of sleep. And then we also know that your baby, most babies, will start to sleep through the night, 6 to 8 hours of sleep without waking up until they're about 3 months old, or until they weigh 12 to 13 pounds. So if your baby has hit the 3-month mark, you should be saying yahoo, because you're expecting now to be able to have him or her sleep through the night, and you get more sleep than you have been having previously. So if your baby is about 3 months old, you should be having more sleep during the night, because your baby is sleeping for 6 to 8 hours without getting up. Or if your baby is about 12 to 13 pounds, he or she should be able to sleep 6 to 8 hours during the night. This is Dr. Yonnette, thanking you for joining me this morning as we talk about sleep, such a deprived commodity in our American experience. So you want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for the best sleep possible. Take care of baby and take care of you. And make sure you journal about your sleep. Get some sweet sleep tonight, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.